So, Deshana, you were just saying you're very excited about something. What's that?
I'm excited that my pump works.
And what are you doing right now? It looks like you're kind of like standing halfway inside and halfway outside.
Well, there's a foot pedal that is plugged into the generator.
Oh. So you're holding down that foot pedal, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, well, how long do you have to hold that for?
Until both the, what are they, 50-gallon drums?
55 gallons.
So when both the 55-gallon drums are upstairs, which Jamie will probably go up and show you, once they're filled up, then I can let go. Well,
I guess I better go show you then. Here's upstairs. And yes, it's loads and loads of excitement. Here's the thing. It's very exciting when the pump works, because apparently it was frozen this week or something, I don't know. But it wasn't working a few days ago. But today I looked at it, and then we messed around with it, and it magically works. So now we have water, and we don't have to carry it in buckets. Okay, so before everyone asks, I'll just go over the whole dome systems, the plumbing and the electricity. So as we just saw, sorry, I had to move something out of the way. This tube goes way down the mountain to where the spring house is, and there's a pump in there, and it pumps the water up. Well, I take this up and pump it in there. But anyway, it fills up these two 55-gallon drums with water, and they're connected right here by a pipe. And on the other side over here, if I can find it, okay, there's another pipe that goes downstairs, and this is like the main shut-off valve. And I really have to figure out where the microphone is on this camera, because I keep touching it and making all kinds of noise. But, alright, let's go downstairs and we can see where that pipe goes. Okay! So, here's that pipe coming downstairs. It goes into the bathroom area. Well, it's kind of dark in here. Let's turn a light on. Yeah, it doesn't help that much. But here's the pipe. And this is just a super simple system. It's got a three-way little thinger here, and then, you know, one of these jobbers. And then the pipe keeps going, keeps going, keeps going, and it goes around the back of the shower, and it comes right around to here. And, you know, that's the shower thing. And now we've got the shower. I just redid the shower floor because it wasn't draining right, but now it hopefully will be. Now as for the shower drain and the toilet drain both go into this pipe, which goes underground. It goes down the side of the mountain into a septic system. Now, I have noticed that in most people's everyday lives, they flush the toilet a lot, like without even thinking about it. So I didn't connect my toilet to the plumbing. You actually have to dump the water in here before you can flush it. So you have to like turn this on, fill the thing up, dump it in there, and it just makes people do an extra step so they kind of pay attention and realize how much water they're using up, instead of just flushing down like a couple gallons every time they, you know, feel like taking a leak, or you could just go outside and take a leak off the cliff. So just as a quick overview for everyone who wasn't paying attention that well, here's a pump down in the spring. It pumps the water up into these things, and then these things you just use gravity to have the water come back down into whatever. There's a couple of these actually in my system, but whatever, it doesn't matter. There's little knobs and the water can come out of the spigots. And there's also, from the pump along with this tube, there's wires running all the way up here to a plug that's outside. Let me show you that. Here's the plug. So if you plug this in, then way down there inside that thing, a pump pumps water up this tube right here, and that's the one that goes inside. And it uses kind of a lot of electricity, and I could probably get away with using it running off the solar power, but I've been just using a generator just so I can play more video games. Alright, I'll go show you the pump down in the spring. Hold on. Would you believe there is still snow here? Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is the spring house. No, I'm too close. So there's the pump. Let me zoom out. Okay, that's better. So here's my magical pump. Here's the wire that goes all the way up along this, and here's this tube which goes into that black tube over there. And this is where the stuff gets sucked up from the water down here. And this is just a big concrete thing. And the spring where the water comes from is just on the other side of this wall. And there's a tube that goes through the wall that lets the water in here. And here is my spring buddy. Oh man, he's looking at me so funny right now. Yeah, so he hangs out in the spring a lot. He's been here for like 3 years or something. I've been watching him grow. Alright, the electrical system's next. Oh yeah, my buddy's name in the spring was Froggerford, in case anyone wanted to know.